Hi everyone, I'm Anna, your knowledge host. Today I will talk about an underground crisis hidden beneath our feet. A kind of extremely dangerous ant species could wreak havoc in our food chain. Let's watch Rifa Assassins and get acquainted with the smallest terrorists in the world.
Hey! You're cute.
In the movie Ant-Man, we admire an ant as a hero who is saving the world. But in reality, ants are not all good. There are bad guy ants. They endanger our ecosystem and would harm us, human beings. Rifa, also known as red imported fire ant, is not native Taiwanese red ant. They are originally from South America, then migrated to the United States during the 1920s and disseminated by export goods with Rifa hidden earth. They are now invading Taiwan. Their Chinese name in English means invading red fire ant, originally from its scientific name, Solenopsis invicta. The invicta is a Latin word meaning undefeated or unconquered. Its scientific name is not so mild or moderate as its English name imported. Solenopsis invicta, invading red fire ant, is awfully aggressive. They are polyphagous insects, meaning they eat lots of different things, but actually to call it omnivorous insect is much more appropriate because Rifa eats almost everything, including animal and insect carcasses, their dead bodies, and the pulos, baby birds in the nest on the ground. Rifa would eat them alive. Even if a turtle or a lizard approaches Rifa's nest, they would be besieged to death. Although, fortunately, there are no records showing that Rifa had caused any cannibal incidents, they didn't eat human beings, yet many reports reveal that Rifa would attack a human in a group as long as their colony is under any possible invasion by mankind. Once bitten, Rifa usually would inject poisonous venom protein with the sting under its belly. Human physical reaction would be painful, like being burned by fire. That is the reason why it is called fire ants. If anyone who's been bitten has significant allergic history, they might get shocked, and in vital cases, even die. Furthermore, Rifa devours vegetation and crops from roots to stems, and they also eat earthworms, the farming insects that would cause serious agricultural damage. Associate Research Fellow John Wong of Biodiversity Research Center of Academia Sinica is a heavyweight fighter against Rifa. He is studying a way to eradicate Rifa intrinsically by the means of fundamental research. He has an ant room in his center to find out the key to open the Hell's Gate for Rifa.
This is how we raise our fire ants in the lab. These are plastic bins, and you'll notice that there's this white coating. It's called Fluon, and it prevents the ants from coming out. It's a little bit like Teflon. Now this colony is a monogyne colony, so it has only one queen. And right now there's a couple of layers, and depending on the time of the day and the temperature, sometimes they move the queen up and down. So we'll look at it one layer at a time and try to find the queen. The queen's a very fat individual.
Basically, there are several ways to remove Rifas. First, and the most common one, is to apply baits made of formula drugs with roasted corn kernels mixed with bean oil over the area surrounding the Rifa's anthill. The pros is being able to remove 85 to 95% of the Rifas, but the cons is the drugs would easily be humidified by the weather in Taiwan. The wet baits are less attractive and might hurt other insects as a result. This limits the diameter of the area applied. The next move is to use liquid nitrogen, LN2. Liquid nitrogen is a cryogenic fluid that can cause rapid freezing on contact with living tissue. When appropriately insulated from ambient heat, liquid nitrogen can be stored and transported, for example in vacuum flasks, but it still is dangerous to apply. The third key to open the Hell's Gate for Rifa is boiling hot water. Yet obviously the heat can kill the ant and can hurt the man too. If the timing applied is not right, horrified Rifas might seriously harm us consequently. Researcher Wong has a more genetic, intelligent method under construction. Once it works, he will have a troop of assassins ready to give the giant, queen ant, a fatal shot by her own worker ants. The The key is the odor of the queen.
And so we're hoping if we can understand the genes and what the genes produce, they produce this odor.
What kind of work? Yeah.
That's right. And then maybe we can find a chemical or something that mimics this odor. In this way, maybe the workers get tricked into killing the wrong queen. Our hope is that once we understand this chemical, we can perhaps synthesize it. And then if we can synthesize it and introduce it to the colonies somehow, maybe through bait, then this will trick the ants into believing that their mother queen is the wrong type of queen. And then they'll kill it. Because in controlling fire ants, the most important thing is killing the queen. You kill the workers, it doesn't matter because the queen can always make more eggs. But you kill the queen, then the colony dies. So our hope is that this chemical will mimic the wrong odor, the odor of the wrong type of queen, and then the workers will end up killing their mothers.
Globalization has resulted in both positive and negative effects. The invasion of alien red fire ants is a classical negative instance and should not be underestimated. Australia had lost $33 billion during the last 30 years caused by red fire ants, and Australian government has put more than 400 million Australian dollars into the National Red Imported Fire Ant Eradication Program launched in 2001. Taiwan has RIFA since 2003, and it spread into Taoyuan, Taipei, and New Taipei City for the time being. Eradication is the only way to deal with RIFA problem. I'm Anna, thanks for watching this knowledge episode. You can find more on Funday website. See you next time!